Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. So we're gonna go ahead and look into basically just what Spirit wants you to know right now, okay? My favorite type of reading. So if that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That's going to have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, I just wanted to just get an extra smudge on this area, just everywhere, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into this, okay? What Spirit wants you to know. Now, I do want to get some angel numbers, but I don't think I'm going to get an animal message, you know? So let's get some angel numbers really quickly for what you want Gemini to know right now. Oh, by the way, duh, we have the alligator that came out, okay? The alligator for me is like pausing, okay? It's a couple things, but I am getting like a pausing energy, an energy of reflection, an energy of waiting before you make a decision, okay? I'm also getting a little bit of energy here of opportunistic energy with the alligator, maybe wanting something to come to you. So maybe you want opportunity to come to you. Maybe you want things maybe you're in that receptive energy, right, with the alligator, okay? Because alligators are opportunistic hunters. So, you know, they blend in to the surroundings and they kind of wait for the perfect moment to strike. So maybe that's something that's in your energy right now. Maybe that was Spirit saying to you is that, you know, wait for the perfect moment to strike or something here. But there is this energy here of reflection, introspection, just pausing for the cause, okay? Let's see what we have here though. What do you want Gemini to know, Spirit? What do you want Gemini to know? 239. It's a biggin, okay? Interesting, because I was just talking about receptive energy, which is divine feminine energy, and we have the divine feminine in the form of all female deities, saints, and masters is here to help you reconnect with the deepest aspects of your being. The truth is not out there, but within. So what Spirit could be saying to you is, what Spirit wants you to know, Gemini, is that the truth, the answers that you seek are within you. They're not going to be found anywhere, possibly not even in this tarot reading, right? I feel like, you know, tarot can be very oversaturated and we can try to seek the answers, you know, because at the end of the day, maybe we don't trust our own guiding light, we don't trust our own intuition or even the voice of Spirit enough to actually like take that as, you know, it's valid. If we can see a tarot reading or if we can get that information from somebody else on the external to us, then suddenly we'll believe what that is, right? Because it's hard to believe what we feel inside. But what Spirit is saying is that being receptive to what you are intuitively picking up right now, being receptive to what this inner voice is saying to you is going to help you because the truth is not out there, the truth is within. Okay, so very interesting that you have divine feminine, whether you're male, female, whatever you recognize yourself as, it doesn't even matter. It's just the energy of divine feminine and being receptive to what you feel inside, what your intuition is telling you inside. You can trust that, okay? So what do you want Gemini gang to know, Spirit? What do you want Gemini gang to know? 800. Spirit got a lot to say today. All these paragraphs. You are being called to live a life of purpose. God wants to be a greater part of your life. If you are ready to take the next step, make your intentions clear, and that step will be presented to you. So it's almost like I'm getting like, can we coexist or can we co-create together is what I feel like Spirit is saying to you, right? Spirit wants you to know that it wants you to have a life of purpose and it wants to create with you, okay? So I feel like Spirit wants to be a bigger part of your life, Gemini. I mean, I can't sit back here and assume that everybody is like uber connected to the divine and all of that. So maybe some of you might be like, how could I be more connected to you, right? But others of you, maybe there's been this energy of not really listening to the voice of Spirit or not really connecting in a way that maybe it would like to connect with you, especially with the previous number, because the previous number was talking about being receptive to the intuition and the voice that's within you. you know, and not so much what other people have to say or how other people feel about a situation. So there could be this energy here of, you know, Spirit saying, you know, I'm putting out my hand to you, Gemini, and if you're ready, take my hand, make your intentions clear with your heart. What do you want? And I will present the next step forward for you. Okay, nice. I like that energy. Let's get one more. What do you want Gemini to know, Spirit? What do you want Gemini to know? How about 2323? Okay, 2323. We have your focus on expanding and becoming a positive force in the world is paying off. Angels want you to know that you are one of them upon earth. Oh, wow. That's such a beautiful energy, Gemini. So Spirit wants you to know that you are an earth angel, okay? You make a difference. You may not be somebody who's like huge in the spotlight where thousands of people see you, but you make a difference and an impact in whatever your world is, right? So maybe you just a small town person living a small town life, and maybe, you know, you only come across, you know, the lady at the grocery store and the person at the post office, and you know, and it's like, it doesn't matter. You're still a very positive force for those people, basically, you know, in the world. Okay, you're still somebody that matters or makes a difference. You have this earth angel quality to you. So Spirit is saying that it appreciates your focus here that you have on expanding yourself and becoming a positive force in the world. And that could really link to the last angel number we saw, where Spirit was talking about, you know, wanting to kind of connect with you deeper. So maybe somebody's feeling the call to the mission, okay? Maybe Spirit has been talking to you for a long time about the next step moving forward in regards to your mission work, or people that you're meant to connect with, or, you know, communities that you're meant to be a part of, okay? And there could just be this energy here of Spirit saying that, you know, it wants you to know that you are an angel. You're an earth angel, basically. You're here to make a difference. You're here to shed your light onto the world. Just like we have angels up on the other side looking out for us, being guardians, guiding, giving messages, you do that same thing, okay? Just here in the physical. So there could be a lot of people who look to you for guidance, Gemini. There could be a lot of people who look for you as like a guiding light or a source of inspiration. And maybe there's an energy here of really not feeling worthy of that. Like, you know, like maybe feeling a little bit like, who am I to give guidance, or who am I to help people? Like, I'm a train wreck, or I got all these issues, or whatever, you know? But you don't have to be perfect to be divine, right? You don't have to be perfect to have a purpose. We're all on this healing journey together, basically. So what Spirit is saying to you is that, you know, I select you, I choose you just as you are, you know, and we will grow and heal together. It's a beautiful message, guys. It truly, truly is, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this and see what Spirit wants you to know, Gemini. We're going to use the Aesthetic Oracle, and that was such deep, beautiful messages. I'm kind of nervous about using the Aesthetic Oracle now, but let's just see. Let's see what comes out. We're going to take this one step at a time, okay? Together. So Spirit, what do you want Gemini to know here? We have Pinky Promise and Engagement. They came out together. Let's actually keep them together. We have the Guiding Light on the bottom of the deck. Okay? You know, this could definitely be with a person, right? Like there could be some kind of soul connection here where maybe you guys promise to meet each other and do something together, be together, take something to the next level, whatever. But I kind of feel like with the messages that we just got, like it would be kind of weird for me to just like take it to a whole nother space. I feel like, you know, what we feel in the spirit always comes out in the physical, but I do feel like there's something here with Spirit wanting to connect with you. Like you have made some kind of soul contract with Spirit that you're here to do something, and it's almost like Spirit's ready to put the ring on your finger, Gemini, in a sense, right? It's like, let's take this whole thing to the next level. You know, like we've been kind of courting each other for a while now, you know, but I'm ready for you to step into your soul mission now, says Spirit. Like I'm ready for you to expand. I'm ready for you to grow. I'm ready to become a more solid part of your life. So I'm kind of getting that energy, guys. I feel like you have some kind of mission work, or you have something that Spirit has put on your heart, something that you're meant to do while you're here. And Spirit's like, you know, why are we waiting around? What are we waiting around for? You know, let's do this. I know what's in your heart, right? and you know that I'm a supporting force in your life, so let's do this. I don't know, like Gemini, I feel like Spirit want to put a ring on it. I don't know. Okay, with that guiding light energy, it could be this call for you to step up into healer energy. You know, what's holding you back? Is it because you feel like you're not necessarily all the way healed, or you're not perfect? You don't have to be perfect. You know, there's this big energy here of maybe being like super critical on yourself, or just feeling like, why me? You know, like the divine wants to come and put a ring on it, and you're just like, why me though? What makes me worthy? What makes me special? You know? And it's interesting because I kind of understand this energy a lot, because when I first got called up into, you know, being this healing energy and stepping into my divine feminine and reading tarot for people and all of this stuff, there was a lot of like, because I have a very harsh inner critic, like I really do. She's almost a bully, okay? And so there was really this energy here of like, what makes you think you're so special? You're this, you're flawed, you got issues, you're moody, right? You know, just in my childhood and my upbringing, like I just haven't always been in this divine energy of being this saint, whatever, you know what I mean? And even now, I to this very day make mistakes. To this very day, I'm not perfect. Like to this very day, I sit there and I question Spirit, like, why me? There's so many other qualified people. There's so many other better, quote unquote, people out here that could fulfill this role. Why me? It's like there's a need here to see in yourself what Spirit sees in you, because this is what Spirit sees. Spirit doesn't see any of those flaws. Spirit doesn't see any of the times that you know, made a mistake, or you talked crap, or, you know, you did whatever you did that you're not proud of. Spirit doesn't see any of those times you took 3 steps back instead of taking 3 steps forward. Spirit doesn't see any of those times you were addicted to things, or that you were, you know, whatever it is that you feel inside is not worthy of accepting the ring from Spirit, in a sense. Spirit doesn't see any of that. Spirit sees you purely as this light. When Spirit looks at you, that's what it sees. You know? And so Spirit's like, I know, right? Look, the good ancestors, okay? The ancestors here. Spirit's like, so I know that when I look at you, I see that light. I know that other souls that are meant to vibe with you, because again, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Those souls are going to see that light too. They're not going to see all of the flaws. They're not going to see all of this nastiness and this darkness and these mistakes, because they're flawed too. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect here, you know? So it's almost this energy here of Spirit looking at you and saying, I see this light. I know that other people who are meant to are going to see that light within you too. So there's something here with that, guys. Okay, there really is. What else do we have here, Spirit? What do you want Gemini to know? Divine Masculine really wanted to come out, but it didn't, okay? What do you want Gemini gang to know? If it wants to come out, it will, for sure. What do you want Gemini gang to know? We have the wish fulfillment with a missed call on the bottom of the deck, okay? So some of you guys might feel like you've missed your wish fulfillment. You've missed something, whatever it is. It could have been a job. It could have been a person, because we have that soul connection energy out here. It could be a calling. It could be your younger years, right? Your greater days. Like, oh man, if I would have just invested right in the past, and I would have just done this and made these different choices and done that, oh man, life would be so great now. I'd be in a completely different space and woot, 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 and all that stuff, okay? There could definitely be this energy of like looking back on what you've missed, feeling like that was just, it's gone in the wind, right? Just whew, blew away, just like this little dandelion here. But what Spirit is saying is that you haven't missed anything, okay? You haven't missed anything, because you can't miss what's meant to be for you, okay? So Spirit, I feel like Spirit wants you to know there's wish fulfillment that's coming for you. There's something here. I don't know what we're going to clarify, of course, but there's something that's coming around. Something that you feel like you missed before, it's coming back around. It might not be the same situation. It might not be the same person. It might not be the same calling. It might not be the same thing, circumstance, whatever. Because it's going to be different for everybody, guys. So I got to keep this as general as possible. It might not be that exact thing, but it's going to bring that energy that this thing brought, basically, that you really wanted, okay? So yeah, that's a positive message, because I feel like Spirit wants you to know that nothing is lost. Nothing has been lost, okay? And that whatever this is that you feel possibly might have been lost, it's going to come back, okay? We have friends coming out with the hawk energy on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm getting two messages here. I feel like it's like Spirit saying, can we be friends? Right? I don't know, Spirit, because you're trying to put a ring on it. You're trying to be friends. Like, you know, which is it? No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like there's this energy here of like, I feel like Spirit's like, you know, I want to kind of connect. I'm getting that deeply, bigly. Okay, Spirit messes with you the long way, Gemini. Okay, for real. I'm getting that energy strongly. But also, I'm actually getting physical people for this friends too. Like, Spirit is looking out for souls that will connect with you, will understand you, will accept you, all the vulnerable parts of you, all the insecurities that you may have, because these people have them too, like I said. Nobody's perfect, you know? And I feel like Spirit's trying to guide you to those people, right? Or trying to put you into the path of these people's energy. So you don't have to feel so like, you know, maybe alone, or just like, you know, nobody gets it, nobody understands me. Like, Spirit's trying to put you into the energy of people that will understand you, you know? So there could be connections coming into your life here. Spirit wants you to know that. And these connections are going to be people who are going to be very supportive. They're going to be very giving. They're going to be very loving. So make sure you're doing that same thing back, Gemini. Make sure that you're being open and receptive to good friends, right? To good people in your life, okay? Because good people are hard to find. Don't we know it, right? Let me get some water. Yeah, good people are hard to find. 11, okay? Good people are hard to find. And so Spirit's like, you know, I got to scout them out, you know? Like, I got to look, I got to sift through. But yeah, and maybe 11 is significant here. Okay, maybe, look, look at this. I'm telling you, there are definitely connections here coming in. That you're fated to meet these people. So maybe 11 is significant. Maybe you're going to see 11. Maybe that's going to be a sign, a synchronicity, something like that, okay? But, you know, 11 is my number of the divine. Like, it's a very spiritual number for me. So it could just be that energy. Also, what I'm getting with 11, and then also this, it feels like mirroring. Like, these people are going through the same things you're going through, or these people have the same kind of trauma that you have, or they've had to heal from similar things, or it's same but different, right? So maybe you lost a brother, they lost a sister. You lost a mother, they lost a father. It's something like that, right? Like, you know, it's like same but different. I'm getting that energy, okay? Okay, Spirit. Okay. We have a message, okay? The sun, okay. Maybe some of you guys feel judged by a message that came in, okay? And there could be this energy here with the sun of maybe there were some things that needed to be said, or some things that needed to be seen, okay? I also feel like there's going to be a message clear as day that is going to come in. And there's something here about not judging yourself, right? About that shame energy that we were picking up on. So I don't know. There's something there with that. But there is some kind of message that's going to come in. We're going to keep that. We're going to see what that's about. We have divine feminine. I saw divine masculine. Now we're seeing divine feminine. So maybe there's some counterparts out here that are meant to work together, meant to do some kind of mission work together, you know, meant to succeed. The ancestors are pressing something, like there's a time on something, or a time limit, or time is of the essence, or something is in divine timing here. But the ancestors are showing up with something like that. We got somebody watching from a distance. Maybe somebody wants to reach out to you, or there's this energy of people maybe seeing you, right? And then being like, oh man, that's soul fam, that's soul tribe, you know, they're just like me, or whatever, okay? Because I do feel like, again, Spirit's trying to put you into the path of people that are going to almost be like drawn in, like moths to a flame. Like, you know, it's like soul connection, soul fam. And I feel like it's not only just for support, like emotional support is important, but I also feel like there's things you're meant to do together. Like you're meant to achieve certain things, or build certain things, or create certain things together, okay? That are going to help the planet here. So let's see. Yeah, we have somebody that wants to come in and give you affection, Gemini, or this is just Spirit's energy, you know? But either way, it's like, accept these flowers, okay? Accept these flowers, accept this glass slipper. Glass slipper is something coming back around too, or something that was lost that's going to be found. That's mirroring that wish fulfillment that we picked up on, where you thought you missed out on something, but you really haven't. There's something there with that, guys, okay? Whew, I could see very easily how this could turn into a love reading, but I'm going to try to keep it, you know, general here. Where is my, hold on guys, hold on a second, elevator music. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. It's just been a weird day. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I want to use the vision quest, so that's why I was searching for that. What is this pinky promise with the engagement? What is this for what Spirit wants Gemini to know? What is this? This pinky promise with the engagement. We have the 9 of Cups. Wow, okay? It's almost like, I'm getting like an Eden vibe off of this too, for whatever reason, okay? But I feel like there is this, and we have wish fulfillment out here twice now. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, then we have the actual wish fulfillment card in the Aesthetic Oracle. So it's almost like Spirit's promising you like a good life with it. Or this is somebody, guys. If you're with somebody and you feel like this was definitely somebody you were meant to meet, and they're wanting, like, you know, it's appropriate for them to want to put a ring on it or take things to the next level, be a little bit more committed or more serious here. It's like almost like they're like, look, this is gonna be good, you know, with the 9 of Cups. Like, this is gonna work out, or it's gonna be something really, you know, satisfactory, basically. We have Pisces, Cancer energy with the moon. It's like following your intuition here is what I'm getting with the moon. The moon can talk about hidden secrets and, you know, illusions and things, but I'm just not getting that with this energy. I really do feel like there's an energy here of like following your intuition, if I could speak. I also feel like there's something here where maybe you asked Spirit for something. Like maybe you tried to manifest with how she's like looking up at the moon, playing that little song on her drum. It's like almost like you were just like, you know, trying to call something in. And we do have a wolf howling over here. And I did do some research after the last time when I was like, why do wolves even howl? I feel like I got schooled in the comments by y'all like, Jessica, because that's what they do. That's what they do. That's why they howl. But I feel like there's this energy here of like calling out. Some of y'all might be calling out for your soulmates, or for like, again, like your soul tribe. Like there could have been some kind of energy like that. It's funny because I saw another reader a long time ago. She had mentioned that when she moved to like a new area, she put out like a beacon. Like she just energetically put out a beacon. Like, I'm here, guys. I'm in town. So any of my soul fam, like, find me, right? Come find me. Like, beep, 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 right? Like that's the energy I'm getting. So some of you guys might have done that. Like maybe you did some manifesting work, or you just sent up a prayer to Spirit, like, I'm ready, I'm receptive, I'm open. Where they at? Where they at? Okay. So I don't know, maybe there's this energy of people coming in, okay, or other outside energies coming in. But I feel like the original message still stands. It's like Spirit wants you to know that, like, doing your mission work, fulfilling your purpose, living a life of purpose, connecting with me deeper, it's going to be very fulfilling for you. Like you're going to have a very fulfilling life, and you're going to find a lot of abundant blessings, and you're going to feel good helping people, right? Like you're going to feel good on your path, because there's a part of your soul, Gemini, that wants to connect to that mission work. I feel that so strongly. We have the Ace of Pentacles. That is my engagement ring too. So there could be, I mean, it's a piece of, listen, it's an ear of corn. Okay, whatever does it for you. But it feels like there is this energy here of maybe somebody wanting to offer something to you, Gemini. For real, I can't ignore the message, guys. I got to give the message for how it is, and that's what it feels like. It does feel like there's somebody that wants to offer something to you. Whether you make it fit how you want to make it fit, guys. If you feel like this is Spirit that wants to offer something to you, okay. If you feel like this is somebody else, okay, right? But it's almost like there is an offer here with the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Okay, pinky promise with the engagement ring. Like, come on, y'all. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody might want to turn you into wifey or hubby, for sure. The Star. Maybe they want to heal something with you, Gemini, or maybe they just see you as this light. I also feel like this is Spirit exalting you in its eyes, right? Like you're meant to be this healer. You're meant to step into these blessings. You're meant to step into this calling here. Okay? Interesting message. The messages have been really interesting lately, okay? I'm just saying. What is this wish fulfillment that Spirit wants Gemini to know about? What is this, Spirit? What is this wish fulfillment that you want Gemini to know about? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So I can see a couple things with this. Yeah, because we have the Father of Swords. So King of Swords on the bottom. I can see a couple things with this. First of all, I could see that the wish fulfillment is, for some of you guys, you do want commitment. Or you don't, you know, for some of you who have been dating a while, like you're just tired of like people who don't want to commit or people who don't want to take things seriously. Like, what are you out here inserting your energy in if you're not going to take it anywhere? You're not going to do anything with it, right? It's like people who just date just to date. You know, I forever want to stay in that friends with benefits, or I forever want to stay in that situation, right? I forever want to just, you know, be out here just non-committed. It's like, that's not your vibe. That's not what you want. These people with this King of Swords who are very detached and like, just, you know, I'm here today, I'm gone tomorrow, right? It's like, it's not as interesting or as endearing as I think that they might think it is. Okay, I think that you want a solid commitment because you have a lot to offer, Gemini. You have a lot to give. Spirit certainly sees that. Spirit's like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it, right? I feel like Spirit's like, I'll put a ring on it. But there's something here where it's just like, I feel like, yeah, you want to be taken seriously here with the Queen of Pentacles, for sure. And maybe you ran across a lot of people who just don't. You know, for whatever reason, it has nothing to do with you. I feel like it really is a reflection of them, because people who are avoidant or people who don't want to commit, they don't want to take things seriously, it's because at the end of the day, they really can't take themselves seriously, and they might have invested it all in somebody in the past, and that person just didn't meet them, right? So now they do that to everybody else. They find people who want to invest it all, and then they can't meet them, you know, because they've already done that and they don't want to be hurt again. They're not going to be taken for a fool again, right? So there could be this energy here of your wish fulfillment being that you could meet somebody or situations in general that are going to commit, that are going to be stable, and stop meeting these people who obviously aren't healed. They obviously aren't on the same page, and that's fine. Everybody, you know, that's the level of acceptance that I feel like you're at, Gemini, is like, it's fine. Not everybody is on the same page. Everybody's on their own journey, and that's cool. I just need what's right for me. You be you, that's cool. I just need what's right for me. I feel like there's something here with that, and I feel like what Spirit is saying to you is that there could be somebody that you're going to meet here coming up that is going to mirror that Queen of Pentacles energy in the aspect of the King of Pentacles, because the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles are not going to fit together. They're just not. You know, she's very grounded. He's very like here, there, everywhere, more logical focused, right? So there could be something with that. Also, wish fulfillment, it could be a job. You know, it could have been like a career that you wanted to have, or you wanted something to be very stable. You wanted there to be a foundational energy here with the Queen of Pentacles. And we see her wrapped up in a blanket, which is support for me in divination. And she has her kid, and kids can be new beginnings. Right? So it's like maybe you wanted something to grow or progress in a more supportive and, you know, I don't know, a more supportive way, and it just didn't, right? And so with that missed call that we saw on the bottom here of this wish fulfillment, it's like you might be thinking, well, I've missed out on that. You know, like I don't know. Right? I don't know why I'm hearing that song from Brooks and Dunn. I love them. Excellent band. But there's that song, she's not the cheating kind. She's been cheated one too many times. Okay, so maybe that song is significant for somebody. Maybe you keep running across cheaters, or you keep running across people that just, again, they did not mean you where you're at, Gemini. That's what it feels like, guys, okay? So Spirit could be saying, hold on, but wait, there's more, right? Like somebody is about to show up, or somebody's going to come in and they're going to see your value. And it's like, you know, there's something about that here with the Page of Cups. Yeah, there could be a new romantic offer that's coming in here with the Page of Cups, okay? Dare I say somebody going to come in and say an apology, because Page of Cups is my apology card. So it could be somebody wanting to come in and apologize for not seeing your worth, but don't hold your breath, guys. Don't wait for people to get where you're at, or to suddenly see your value, or to wake up to what was good. Like, nah. Be open for what Spirit wants for you, basically. Okay? It's okay to want things for yourself. It's okay to want a person, but that person has to want you back. So Spirit can see things that you can't. Be open for what Spirit wants for you. Okay? So for some of you guys that are like, oh, is this about this person? I mean, it very well could be, guys, but also it could not be. So don't bet everything on this situation until they're literally knocking on your door or whatever, okay? Like, I would look at this as Spirit's bringing me in a partner, period. Somebody that I can depend on, somebody that I can be dependable with, right? Okay. But yeah, for some of you, this might not have nothing to do with love, although we have a lot of that out here. It could definitely be just, again, a work situation, a stable situation, a stable foundation, okay? Yes, 8 of Pentacles here. A stable foundation, something that's going to make you feel secure inside, you know? Because maybe you're just not used to, like, you know, like when we saw the King of Swords, he was on his horse and he's got his little, like, arrow and he's out there moving, shaking, right? Doing all these things. And it's just like the Queen of Pentacles is like, she's stable, she's grounded, she's very fixed, you know? And because she's fixed, she has all this abundance around her that she's created. She's very rooted in because of that, you know? And it's like, that was just too much for me. Too much movement, too much here, there, up, down. It making me seasick. You know, I don't even ride roller coasters like that. It's making me sick. You know, there's something like that. You just need things to be stable in your life. And maybe some of you guys feel like you've been lacking that stability recently. I want to put the Queen on top. She always deserves to be on top, okay? So there could be something here where maybe you just feel like you've been lacking that stability, but that's coming in. Some of you guys, this could be, again, a job or some money, a check or something. Like, you know, maybe if I was more stable or if I did have more money in my pocket, I could be this dependable person, or I could be, you know, whatever it is, right? But that's what it feels like, guys. There's more stability, or there's a wish fulfillment, instability, in commitment, you know, coming in, okay? What is this, friends, for what you want Gemini gang to know, Spirit, okay? What you want Gemini gang to know. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Did I not, y'all? I swear, Spirit is so funny, y'all. Did I not sit here and say Spirit was like, I'll be your friend? Did I not say that Hermit is my Spirit card, y'all? What? Swear sometimes, like, I would love to just, I mean, I do like sit there and have conversations with Spirit and stuff, but I'd love for Spirit to like manifest in like the physical form into a person. So I could just like talk with it and laugh and be like, did you really, when you made the card come out like that, is that what you really meant? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it would be so fun because, yeah, sometimes I'm just like, you know. So I'm getting a couple messages because it's interesting, guys. We saw the moon on the bottom of the deck for that wish fulfillment over here. Now we see the Hermit with the moon. I'm going to get really cheesy and really romantical for a second, y'all. So y'all just take it as it resonates. But there could be something where it's like you're looking up at the moon and like your soulmate, whether you've met them or not, is looking up at the moon too. Like y'all are looking up at the moon together. I don't know, guys. Anyways, whatever. Okay. But I do feel like there's something here with this Hermit energy of, yes, Spirit wanting to be more friendly with you, because we saw that in the angel number. So it's just so funny that it's like reflecting, you know, in the message. I feel like Spirit does want to connect with you guys. Spirit wants you to connect with yourself too, you know, in your intentions. I feel like there's something really important about that, like connecting with your intentions, so that way it can be brought in and you can be on the same page with yourself, you know? Because sometimes we say we want things inside, or we feel inside like I do want this, but then when it manifests in the reality and it shows up, it's like, oh man, I wasn't really ready for all that. So there's something here about Spirit wanting you to like reflect inside, you know, of what it is that you want. What are your true intentions? What do you want me to provide for you? Because I am trying to provide things for you, I feel like Spirit is saying, okay? You might find people who are just like you too, like teachers, healers, because the Hermit is a healer energy. It's a teacher, you know? It's also like developing self-knowledge. And so there could be this energy of where you meet people who are just like you know, like-minded individuals here, for real. With the 8 of Wands, that's forward movement, that's connection, that is communication coming in from a distance. I'm sorry, this squirrel out here is bugging me out. I don't know what the squirrel's doing. He's just like looking at me. What are you looking at? I don't know, the squirrel, he's squared up at me. Like he's on the tree. I was like, is this squirrel eyeballing me? As soon as I started talking about him, he like turned his head right at me, like, and squared up. I don't want the smoke, trust me, I do not. Anyways, guys, yeah, somebody could be also wanting to come out of hermit mode and talk to you if they've been kind of isolated or whatever, okay? Maybe you have friends like that where it's like they go kind of ghost on you when they're going through stuff, and then they pop back up like, hey. It's like, where you been? I ain't seen you in 3 months. It's like, oh, I just been healing. Right? I don't know. There's something about that for somebody out here, okay? Virgo energy, really strong. Give me one more for this friend's spirit, okay? Give me one more for this friend energy for what you want Gemini to know. What do you want Gemini to know about this friend energy here? What do you want them to know, Spirit? Anything else? Spirit's like I said what I said, okay? We have the medicine woman. Yeah, that's the high priestess. That's crazy too, because the medicine woman and the hermit are kind of like very similar energies. I mean, she has all the essence of the universe within her, and she has the answers to the unknown, and she's very connected to the divine. But the hermit is also very connected to the divine, and you know, the hermit's energy has the unknown answers too, but the answers that come from within and not necessarily coming down from the divine. You know, it's almost like searching within to find the messages, and then this is seeking the messages without. There's something there. I'm also seeing a pair here. I really am. Like a hermit and then a high priestess. I don't know. There's something there with that. So yeah, this is just, for me, it's just kind of echoing what I already said about like where Spirit's like, you know, you're going to meet like-minded people who are like you. You might find like sometimes like, it's like, yeah, I can talk to people. I can, you know, anybody can laugh with anybody, right? Anybody can giggle and like, you know, be goofy and whatever with anybody and go out and dance and drink and whatever. Okay. But to have like a deep soul connection where you can talk about like the depths of things that a lot of people are uncomfortable talking about, like that's really rare. And maybe you're going to meet people like that, Gemini, because maybe you're just like, you know, these people out here are like deep, like a damn wading pool, like a kiddie pool, like a puddle. You know, I need somebody who like has like, you know, the universe within them, right? And knows what I mean when I say that, okay? Because they might be like, what do you mean you have the universe in you? What are you talking about? I don't know. There's something here where it's like, you know, if you told somebody like, you know, I have the universe within me, they'd be like, me too, bruh. I totally get it. You know? So I don't know. There's something there with that, guys, okay? What is this? I don't know if this message is going to make sense to anybody. What is this messages coming in, okay, that Spirit wants you to know about, Gemini? What are these messages coming in that you want Gemini gang to know about? Gemini gang, okay? What are these messages, guys? What are these messages? We have the King of Cups. Y'all already know, because if you watch this channel enough, this is not technically the channel sponsor. He's not technically. Look. Like, can I find him? That's the channel sponsor, guys, okay? When I use different decks, it's different meanings. But for some reason, I am kind of getting the channel sponsor here. I don't know. There's somebody who does want to express some things to you. Or this is, again, this is a message. Okay. Y'all are going to have to take this as it resonates, okay? Because I got 2 strong messages coming in. I have 2 strong energies. So you really do got to decipher through this reading of what is for you and what's not. Now for those of you that are dealing with somebody quite physical here, the King of Cups, this person wants to express something to you, and the way he's showing up with fish, it's almost like offering something. Maybe not nothing like super tangible, like maybe not offering, you know, I don't know, like a ring, right? But this is like offering something of sustenance, okay? But yeah, this is somebody who definitely wants to connect. With the 5 of Wands, there could have been some stress, or there could have even been like conflict or something, and this person wants to come in. They want to send you a message. Now, I find it quite interesting because if we look at this, guys, it's like these cards are telling a story. You know, we have him, there's a waterfall there. We have her, there's waterfalls. Her back is there. He's looking at her, you know, from a distance. I don't know. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Like, he's just like, this could also be somebody who just comes across your energy and they're like, oh, I come to this waterfall area every day, and I knew that one of these days I'd see a half-naked lady. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like They were like, I knew that one day I'd find this person or I'd see this person, and you're just like, who is this weirdo looking at me? I'm sorry, guys. Okay. But that's kind of what I'm getting for somebody too. Like somebody spots you and they're just like, oh, I didn't know anybody else came to this waterfall. It's something like that for somebody, okay? But if this is somebody, and they might feel conflicted about that, like, I don't know, you know, about messaging you or reaching out to you or whatever. If this is somebody you've actually had conflict with, I mean, this person, maybe they're sorry, or maybe they just want to get on the same page. Maybe nobody really, I don't know. You take it as it resonates, Gemini. Now, the second message that I was getting is this could very well be Spirit's energy with this King of Cups. Spirit wanting to send you intuitive messages or wanting to give you love or comfort right now because maybe you're going through a stressful situation. Maybe you feel bad about something, Gemini, and Spirit could be like wanting to comfort you, right? Or wanting to bring you blessings or something, wanting to show you that, you know, you're fine just how you are, right? So yeah, I'm getting that energy. If this is a physical person though, what messages do they want to send for Gemini gang? If this is a physical person, Spirit, okay? We have the 5 of Cups, which is loss, and then the 9 of Earth, which is accumulation, and then we have the 8 of Cups, which is stagnation, but this is also walk away, okay, with the 8 of Cups. So somebody could be sorry for walking away, somebody could be sorry for making you walk away. There's definitely regrets or loss or sadness here with this 5 of Cups, and then this 9 of Pentacles here. It's like with the accumulation, it's almost like what has been lost, can we bring it back or something? That's for some of you guys. For some of you guys, maybe you were dealing with somebody who, again, we talked about it up here with that Queen of Pentacles. You want commitment, or you want something solid. You want people who are willing to invest and not just be this here, there, everywhere. I'll drop you off. I'll pick you up when I'm ready, right? It's like being an afterthought, being the absolute last priority on their list. You know, like you're ready for something a little bit more than that. Maybe this person's really sorry that they didn't see the value. That could just be for some of you guys. It don't have to be for everybody. And again, like I said with my little disclaimer before, I'm going to give it again. Don't think that just because you see how you were supposed to be treated, somebody else does too. Okay? Because I will promise you that sometimes people do not understand that they should have valued you. They just don't see that value. Right? And that can be hurtful. It can definitely be hurtful to come to that realization or to hear that or to know that. But it's freeing the space up for people who actually are Gemini, okay? People who actually will see the value. Like you don't have to jump in front of them and be like, hey, don't you see I'm special? Don't you see I care? Don't you see, you know? No, not doing that dance with people, okay? So don't make this reading be about somebody because you really want this to be them. Like I want this person to come back in and say that they value me or that they're sorry or, you know, can we do this again? Want what Spirit wants for you, okay? Spirit might have a whole nother person that maybe sees that you've been through a lot, sees that you've lost a lot, but still sees that value there and wants to accumulate with you, okay? Wants to build with you. So I'm just saying, if I could pick a couple that is not of the same suit, yeah. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, great match. First of all, water and earth, you need water and the earth to grow things. So I instantly see a couple that's going to grow together, right? And then, you know, this is a very devoted queen. She's nurturing, she's giving, she's loving, she's dependable, she's stable. This is also a king who is nurturing, loving, giving. He might be a little cut off with his emotions sometimes and not really express it. I feel like this is somebody who wants to, again, with those fish, give more or show more. But these two are actually a really good pair. Because again, you need water on the earth to grow things, okay? With that King of Swords that we saw before with the Queen of Pentacles, he's going to dry her out. He's going to suck her dry, drain her of any kind of moisture or emotion that she had within her, because that's what air does to dirt. It dries it out, okay? So let's get some advice and additional messages from this deck, which is the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. Okay, what do we have here for Gemini gang? Advice and additional messages. What do we have here for Gemini gang? We have the angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story, so trust your feelings over what others say. That's interesting with the angel number that we got, talking about, you know, the divine feminine energy and connecting to yourself and what other people, or what you're seeing inside, what you're feeling inside, versus getting that information and clarity from an external source. Okay, but yeah, somebody could just have not been honest with you, Gemini, and maybe you were picking up on that. Sometimes the intuition in the body knows more than what the brain does, right? Like, even if everything inside, everything in front of us is logically saying this, if we feel a certain way, there's sometimes a reason for that. So I don't know. This could also have been this energy of just maybe, I don't know, guys. You have to take it as it resonates. I don't want to touch too much on that reconciliation type of energy, because that's really toxic in tarot readings. This, you know, and it's like, I don't like to give false hope. I don't want people hanging on to nothing. Don't hang on to nothing. Again, want what spirit wants for you, but there could be this energy of somebody who maybe just wasn't being very forthcoming. They weren't being very open. And so you're needing to trust your intuition when it comes to that, always, okay? Always trust what your intuition is saying here. We have the angel of space clearing. It's time to clear our old negative thoughts and feelings. So there could be like parasitic. There could be parasitic energy on you, okay? Because this always makes me feel like there's parasites that are kind of clung to her, sucking her dry. It's like these negative feelings from the past, these negative energies, maybe even negative circumstances, situations that have happened in the past. It could be really blocking you today in real time. You know, something that happened years ago could still be affecting you today and causing turmoil and problems in your life, okay? So Spirit's saying it's time to clear it. It's time to go in and rip it out, you know? Rip it out from the root. Okay, what else do we have? Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. Advice and additional messages. We have the goddess of compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth, right? I mean, what else can we say to that? Right? Yeah. Okay. And trust me when I say, like, I'm not calling nobody out. I'm not blaming anybody, calling anybody out, judging anybody. I have went through, am going through, is going through, will go through all of these things that you guys are going through too. I know exactly how this feels. Okay? But Spirit is saying that there's something of value here. You are valuable. And maybe you feel like you keep meeting people or situations that keep reopening that wound. Like, you're like, you know, I had this wound and I stitched this wound up and I've worked on this wound and I've healed this wound and it's finally healing. I can see the progress. I can see the scab, right? And then it's like you come across a situation or a person or whatever, and it's like, ram, rip that wound right open again for you to deal with again. And you know, people are teachers in our life, so maybe there is something here where there's a need to kind of look at that on a deeper level. But I feel like the overall message of what Spirit is saying here is that you are valuable, you are worthy, okay? And don't be so hard on yourself. Don't criticize yourself so hard. Because like we said at the beginning with that lighthouse energy, Spirit sees you like the lighthouse, right? Spirit doesn't see all the issues and flaws and scars and, you know, bad choices and mistakes. Like Spirit, when it looks at you, it sees a light. That's what it sees, okay? What else do we have here for Gemini gang? Wow, Spirit's like, well, you know, we have the angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It's time to regain your self-worth. Yeah, I feel like that's just a message that somebody needs to hear, guys. Okay? You know, for Spirit to be doubled down on that, it's like, yeah. Don't undervalue yourself, too. Don't settle for a King of Swords if you're the Queen of Pentacles, guys. Also, or whatever, switch the genders, whatever you need to do to make it fit. Don't settle for anything that's not valuing you the way that you deserve to be valued, or the way that you're valuing them or it, right? Like, don't show up to the table with a whole feast and they're showing up with like a couple sandwiches and then thinking that's okay. It's not okay, right? We have the goddess of the sacred path. Let go of logic and trust your intuition. Well, yeah. Okay? That's that energy that we picked up in the angel numbers. Let go of logic. Let go of what seems logical. What is logical? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, trust yourself, right? The Goddess of Justice, one of my favorite cards in this deck. What seems like an injustice is actually a blessing, guys. And that is that rejection is protection. Rejection is redirection, right? Sometimes we have to go down so we can go up. It's like learning the lesson here, okay? Going through bad times because it makes us stronger. It's funny because in the daily message that I recorded before this reading, that's going to be released tomorrow. This reading might be released tonight, but the recorded for the 29th daily short basically was talking about guilt and how Spirit doesn't want you to look at guilt like it's a useless emotion, because emotions are indicators, right? They are data that we store inside of us that helps us move and maneuver through life. So it's good to have a healthy amount of guilt, because when you have guilt, that shows you that you've done something that doesn't align with your soul, right? The problem is that when we stay stuck in the guilt, when we start to shame ourselves because of the guilt, because everybody makes mistakes. So instead of shaming yourself for getting stuck in negative emotions with the space clearing, allow yourself to see those emotions as indicators to course correct, make better decisions, make changes, fix things, whatever. And then, you'll see the improvement here. So Spirit is saying if something has gone awry or something's gone wrong, it's actually not an injustice. It may feel like it, and it may even sting and hurt a little bit, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing because you get to learn something. Hopefully the other person, if there was another person, gets to learn something. And then also you're clearing up your energy for better to come in. You're seeing your worth, or you're knowing your worth, or whatever, okay? So don't be ashamed of your emotions. Don't be afraid of your emotions. Don't hide or run from your emotions. Your emotions are data. It's indicators to let you know how you need to move, how you can maneuver through life, or what's going on in a certain situation, right? You feel angry because you've been done wrong. It's okay to feel angry, but don't sit in that anger. So there's that energy here, guys, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Goddess of Beauty. I'm going to put that out here because I feel like that's an important message for somebody. You are a wondrous being of light. There's nothing to change or fix. Do we evolve and grow? And this actually came out in the daily message for the 29th tomorrow. Is there things that we can evolve and grow in? Absolutely. Can we go from the caterpillar to the butterfly? Absolutely. But does that mean that there was something wrong with the caterpillar? No. There was nothing wrong with the caterpillar. That was a stage of its life. Now it's this butterfly energy. Neither is greater. Neither is better. Whether you're a caterpillar, whether you're a butterfly, or whether you're in the chrysalis transforming, there's no stage that's better or worse than the other. It's just a stage of who you are. So you're not broken. There's nothing to fix. You're not flawed. There's nothing to change. Maybe you need to evolve a little bit, but that doesn't mean that the old you or the current you is any less deserving than the new you or the future you, right? Okay, guys, I hope that reading has helped. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something, and I love y'all so much, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye.